What's going on, football fans? Nick Ciamarra here with the latest news and talk going around the NFL. It is Monday, May 14th. Before I get into this episode, I want to recognize former Rams, Seahawks, and Bills head coach Chuck Knox. Yesterday, he passed away. In 1983 and in 1984, he was named Coach of the Year, and his name currently resides in Seattle's Ring of Honor. Sounds like he was a hell of a coach and a good man. Rest in peace, Mr. Knox. Alright, I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day, especially all the football moms out there listening. Rookie contracts are getting signed, rookie minicamps are underway, teams are making subtle moves, and it's really a tough time for a fan this time of year. But for only 15 minutes or less per episode release, you can hear me and others at Controlled Chaos talk football and ease the pain of the offseason, because no one should fight this fight alone. Alright, so in case you do not already know, every year the NFL and the players make a top 100 players list, and where they rank players is based on their performances from the previous seasons. And every year I have a problem with this list. I understand that ranking 100 players with different talents and positions is challenging, but putting a guy like Odell Beckham at 77 and JJ Watt at 84 on the top 100 is laughable. I understand that they missed most of last season due to injuries, but those guys are top 20 at least. It really makes me curious what players had to say in making this list. If you've ever seen the show, you know that they interview players and coaches so that they can talk about them, say what it's like to play against them, stuff like that. But I'm really curious about who continues to choose this mess every year. Like if it were a bunch of Cowboys players and staff that had a say in it, then it would make sense why OBJ is so far back. Even though Watt's ranking is laughable too, him sliding back to 84 makes more sense than Beckham's ranking. Watt has ended the past 2 seasons on injured reserve. He only played 8 games in his past 2 seasons, but he is still one of the best players on his team and one of the best pass rushers in the league. When healthy, I would say he belongs in the top 5. I can't forget that Thursday night game this past season against the Bengals, where he had an absolutely relentless performance, making Dalton scramble every play. I can't imagine having Watt, Clowney, and Merciless chasing me down. It's no wonder Andrew Luck hasn't played the past 2 years. But now Luck is back. He started practicing again after multiple injuries held him back. In 2015, he suffered a shoulder injury and a lacerated kidney. In case you don't remember, because it's been a while, Luck has not played since 2016, when he had statistically the worst year of his career, and the Colts finished 8-8. Luck suffered a mid-season concussion, and for most of that season, the Colts struggled on all sides of the ball. However, I don't think I have seen a tougher quarterback than Andrew Luck. Big Ben and Cam Newton are better than him, and they're tough, but not as tough in my opinion. Back in 2015, here's a pretty good story I found. Back in 2015, before Luck knew he had a lacerated kidney, he was pissing blood and had a bruise on him the size of a basketball. When safety Mike Adams saw him at one of the Colts facilities, he asked him if he was okay. Luck simply said yes. Man, I remember when Keenan Allen suffered a lacerated kidney against the Ravens the same year, and he was lying on the field for probably a solid 15-20 minutes. Everyone knew he was out for the season immediately. And here you got Andrew Luck walking around with a lacerated kidney like it's a tick. Find me a tougher quarterback story than that, and we can talk. Colts head coach Frank Reich says so far everything that Luck is doing is according to plan. I'm happy for Luck, but no one has really said anything about how long his returning process is going to be. The Colts thought it was going to be sometime last season. Then they thought it might be late last season. And now here we are in the middle of May, and he's just now starting to practice again. Now the Colts expect him to be ready for training camp. This whole situation has been pretty strange and a lot to unpack. I just hope to see Luck on the field next season. Recently, running back Mark Ingram was suspended 4 games by the NFL for testing positive for a banned substance. ESPN reports that it was not a performance-enhancing substance, nor an illegal drug. Ingram appealed his suspension, but it was denied. Saints coach Sean Payton says that Ciamarra will not be given more of a workload as a result of Ingram's suspension. Sure, whatever you say, coach.
You calling me a liar?
I ain't calling you a truther.
There's no way that's true. There's no way they're going to sign Adrian Peterson. I shouldn't say no way. Anything could happen. They probably will get another running back, but I doubt it's him. It is Alvin Kamara's time. Even after Mark Ingram returns, Ciamarra is going to be the dude. And he showed it last season. He proved it towards the end of the season. Every game he was just going crazy. It'll be interesting to see him carry most of the load. Will he hit a sophomore slump like Todd Gurley? Who knows? Every team's got their own questions they want to figure out before the season starts. And they've got a few months to figure it out. So as of right now, Adrian Peterson and Dez Bryant are most likely the two best players looking for a job right now. I'm pretty shocked neither of them have signed yet. They've certainly passed their peaks, but they still have some gas in the tank. According to Ian Rappaport, the Ravens offered Dez Bryant a multi-year contract, but Dez refused it. Even though they are my favorite team, I think it was a smart move on Dez's part to not sign. Because, eventually he will get picked up by a team that he wants to play for, because he's just too good not to be picked up. So why sign with a team you're not interested in signing with? Right after Dez got released by the Cowboys, I said that the 49ers would pick him up. Obviously that hasn't happened, but I'm going to stick with it. I think in time, both Dez Bryant and the 49ers will see eye to eye, and it's going to happen. Because they need another receiving weapon. Bottom line. Marquise Goodwin, he's good, but you don't want him to be your number one receiver. I think once the summer starts winding down, Adrian Peterson will have a job. My guess is a team like the Packers or the Colts signed Peterson. There were talks that the Colts might be interested in him, but nothing more than an interest so far. So like most of what goes on in this chaotic league, we'll just need to wait and see what happens next. Alright, that's it, y'all. Hope you enjoyed this quick little episode. Feedback is always appreciated. The best place for that is the review section on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. I love hearing what y'all think, and I promise longer episodes are coming soon. All takes and opinions are my own. All other information in this episode comes from IndyStar, ESPN.com, and NFL.com. The visual of the shirts will be up on Instagram later this week. We're going to present our own top 100 players list. We've got a beach episode that we're filming and releasing on June 8th. New co-hosts will be on the show in the next few weeks. We're going to have a contest too.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure,
stay calm.
everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Have a great rest of your week, everybody.